The worst things you can do. The kiss of death. The 7 deadly sins of Bachelor conduct. The ultimate list of acts so profane that those who commit them shall be banished to the back of a limo and sent packing.
You are banished.
These are the kind of actions that ruin a contestant's chance at receiving a final rose, yet somehow at the same time improve their odds at arriving in paradise. And as much as you'd think these people would know to avoid them, inevitably, the 7 deadly sins of Bachelor conduct are always seen, rearing its ugly head and dashing the hopes of Bachelor and Bachelorette contestants alike. So let this be a warning to all men in the upcoming season and all the contestants yet to come. Avoid these 7 sins, and perhaps you may live out your happily ever after with a rose. Deadly sin number 1. Snitching. Something I've been very vocal about in previous videos, and possibly one of the worst Bachelor conduct no-nos in the book.
I'm not one to, throw people under the bus, but we were just chatting, and he's like, he's bragging about his Tinder, and he's got 4,000 matches. And
to snitch is to dig your own grave.
Snitches get stitches.
We've seen it time and time again. Heck, even last season when Hannah first snitched on Kaylin, it backfired so badly that Kaylin ended up getting a rose.
Oh. This is extremely uncomfortable now.
It never works, but it's a compulsion that draws you in like the dark side.
Use your aggressive feelings, boy. Let the hate flow through you.
You can't help it because you feel like you need to let the Bachelor or Bachelorette know what you know, to save them from coupling up with a toxic person. Also, the producers are probably whispering in your ear to say something too. But all you end up doing is bringing drama into your relationship.
Good.
And as you can tell from Colton's reactions here, that's a bad thing. And while you were snitching or white knighting on that baddie contestant you don't like, Mr. or Mrs. Goody Two-Shoes was spending their time building a positive relationship not revolved around drama, and getting the Bachelor or Bachelorette to fall madly in love with them. And you, well, you're sampling the fine selection of watered-down whiskey in the back of a limo.
The hate is swelling in you now.
Deadly Sin 2. Which brings me to the second sin. Focusing on other relationships. It's a similar affliction to snitching, but much more quietly lethal. Say it's been a few weeks into the show. You've been on group dates, and hey, you might have even had a one-on-one. Good for you. But then you start to notice the other contestants. They return from their dates with a rose, and the same silly, happy grin on their face that you returned with on your date. And you focus on it. How? How is this possible? You talk to the lead and things all seem as normal, but you wonder, are they thinking of someone else right now? Are you far along enough? Do they still feel the same way about you? And you snap.
I mean, literally can't accept a proposal after a few months of sharing your time and attention with other people. I can't do it.
You do something drastic, like Elise. She couldn't take the other relationships developing and ended up leaving. Or you say something like, I love you, I'm falling for you, even if that's not exactly what you're feeling.
I just thought that, that's where you wanted to take things and you were ready and that's what you wanted to hear.
And boom. All of a sudden, you're gone. Deadly Sin 3. Have you ever wondered why they're always at dinner but their plates are full? A delicious spread is laid in front of them but not a speck of it has been touched. Well, this deadly sin is something that comes with more wrath from the producers than anyone else. Eating. According to producers, and I take this from the mouth of Ashley I, the crying queen herself, contestants look unattractive when chewing. So they encourage you not to touch the food. That being said, when you're not on dates, the mansion is stocked with pretty much anything you like, and once you start to travel abroad, you're treated to 3 buffet meals a day. So I guess gaining some pounds is not bad, but chewing? Well, that's a big no-no. Deadly Sin 4. For the love of Chris Harrison, do not walk into the house with a weird gimmick. The times where it works out in the end are few and far between. I'll get this out of the way right now. Yes, JoJo did come in with a unicorn mask on, but come on, she's JoJo. And hey, that's right, she didn't win. Gimmicks only work if you're able to drop it quickly and the Bachelor or Bachelorette are able to easily look past them. Shark Girl?
The noises are me. Dolphin.
Oh, yeah, right, Dolphin Girl. Santa? Chicken David? Waboom Guy? Now, it's true that often these gimmicks are pushed on contestants by producers, but it's hard to come off a first impression like Sloth Girl gave. And Waboom? Yeah, that gimmick was all him.
The other night, like, he was over my bed, peeling a banana, and he was like licking the banana like this.
Is this real or is this a joke?
Deadly Sin 5. Don't interrupt.
Do you mind if I interrupt?
I said don't interrupt.
Can I steal your way?
We just sat down.
Come on now, don't.
Nick, can I stay for one more second?
Interruptions. The art of interjecting oneself into another contestant's one-on-one time is a very subtle art that requires delicacy and precision.
Oh, and I heard you were drowning in some bitches.
And after a few glasses of champagne, that's all out the window, making over-interruptions a major miscue. Often overly interrupting can be the symptom of a much worse problem, such as jealousy, focusing on other relationships, or an overly inflated ego, but nonetheless, it's something that will trigger an avalanche of negativity around you and doom you to an early elimination. Because no one likes an over-interrupter. The lead certainly doesn't find it enjoyable to have to reshift their focus back on you over and over again to try and soothe whatever is ailing you, and all the other contestants will only get angered, causing more drama. And the more drama around you, the more likely the Bachelor or Bachelorette is going to let you loose once the producers give them the green light. Deadly Sin 6. There are a couple of words that trigger alarm bells if heard while on the show that one should avoid uttering at all costs. Words that could potentially jeopardize your chances of getting a rose and putting into question whether you are here for the right reasons. Those words are Bachelorette and Bachelor in Paradise. If other contestants hear you talking about being Bachelorette or ending up on Bachelor in Paradise, all hell could break loose. We all saw it last season. Kaylin and Cassie were thrown in a whirlwind of people questioning if they were just here for fame, and it nearly cost them. In many ways, it should have cost them. Certainly, Kaylin ended up going from possible Bachelorette to first one out of hometowns and less likely than Demi to get the Bachelorette job. Cassie, well, Cassie made it through with a lot of help and good luck. I wouldn't be surprised if the episode where Kaylin came in to convince Colton that Cassie was actually here for the right reasons was pushed on her by the producers. But regardless, to say that even mentioning Bachelorette or Bachelor in Paradise caused an uproar of epic proportions, well, that would be an understatement. And let me be clear, I don't think they were wrong to bring it up. Of course you think about becoming Bachelorette or Bachelor or being on Bachelor in Paradise once you're on the show. It's a comforting thought to think that you could still have something after this in case you get dumped. But Lord help you if you utter those words in front of another contestant. Because there are always people who are looking for a reason to question why you're there. 7. The final sin. Don't diss the lead.
Don't you do it!
This one is both the deadliest and the most obvious. You don't diss the lead. Seems like a no-brainer, right? But for some contestants, they still struggle with this. Possibly most famous is Kaylin calling Emily Maynard's daughter baggage.
Is there anything you can say to say, no, I didn't say that?
No, not at all.
Then get the out.
Wes from Jillian's season had a girlfriend the whole time.
The first guy ever on The Bachelorette to make it to the top 4 with a girlfriend.
Same with Justin from Allie's season.
You probably really miss your girlfriend in Canada.
Roslyn was sent home because she had an affair with a producer, which feels like it should be in a category of its own.
We feel, because of what's happened, it's impossible for you to continue on this show. Does that make sense, too? Because that's important, too.
But it happens. And it's the worst thing you can do. Even if you're not here for the right reasons and you're looking for some of that sweet, sweet Instagram fame or to launch your new career as a superstar hipster, you have to know that dissing the lead is only going to blow up in your face, and your dream of shilling full body cleanses and vegan juice on Insta will be blown up too. So thus it was said to be. The 7 deadly sins of Bachelor conduct. Avoid them at all costs, and before you know it, you will be in the arms of your beloved lead, or at the very least in the hearts of Bachelor Nation. But be vigilant, as the draw to sin is a powerful force, and one that can catch anyone.
Your hate has made you powerful.
So there you have it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you did, and let me know if you have any of your own deadly sins in the comments section below. It's just a few weeks away until the Bachelorette Roll Tide edition begins, and just like last season, I'll be doing recaps of each episode and breakdowns on the previews and promos. And don't forget that the Bachelorette reunion show airs May 6th. I'll also be sharing my thoughts on that. So keep your eyes peeled to the channel. There's a lot more to come.